Louisiana beer reviews. Amnesia India Pale Ale. Fine ale brewed exclusively by Indian Wells Brewing Company of Inyokern, California. It's out in the desert, in the Mojave Desert. 7.2% alcohol by volume. This is a pretty obscure beer company and beer brand, okay? Their website isn't even working right now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they went out of business. They do have a Facebook page, though. It's 7.2% alcohol, like I said, 52 IBU, and they say that it's a mild IPA. They claim it's more of a traditional IPA. It gets a poor rating on Beer Advocate, but with only 46 reviews. A below average rating on Rate Beer with only 58 reviews, and it gets a very fine rating on the Beer and Me. I've never had it, okay? I've had their Death Valley Pale Ale, which I thought was pretty good. It's odd because as obscure as this brewing company is, they sell quite a few of their beers in Louisiana. So we must have a California connection. It says brewed with only honest ingredients. Pure Indian Wells spring water. There's a spring there. Malted barley, hops, and yeast. Well, let's see what it's like. I've never had this before, okay, so I couldn't tell you. Don't see any smoke, though, I can tell you that. Oh, yeah, now. Now some smoke. Now some spritz, some vapor, whatever you want to call it. Let me swish this around and see if it's got sediment. I think it does. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it went from, it's just clouding up. There was so much sediment in there. And there's a lot. It's so dark with this cloud, this billowing cloud, but it's an amber appearance, and there's definitely some floating chunks. There's some brown floating chunks in here. Okay, let's go with the smell test with this. Oh, it has a pretty thin cream colored head. I think if I had a thinner glass, it would be a thicker head. Get a lot of caramel with this. And roasted barley, but the aroma's not that pronounced. Well, it's looks like tea if you put a little bit of milk in it. Let's go with the taste. A little bit of slightly turned fruit. You get some roasted barley malt, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of water, some bitterness, but a whole lot of nothing really. What kind of IPA is this? I've got to eat some of these chips because I had the Fuller's ESB. Then I turned right around and I drank some cream sherry. Now I'm drinking this, and things are starting to get a little shaky. Vegetable chips. So I don't want things to get too loose around here. Well, there's a lot of sediment with this thing. This smells like my grandmother's utility room back in the early 70s. Like an old shoe closet, but not, you know, like a foot smell, but like old leather. Yeah, like old leather and shoe polish. Caramel, like I said, some candy sweetness. Some grapefruit. No, but this, when you're thinking of an IPA, you're really thinking of a charge of hops. But with this beer, it's like, and it goes off the cliff. They have a gift shop and a little brewery. It's very tiny. If you're out in the Mojave Desert, I guess it's worth stopping at if they're still in business, because I find it strange that their website, suddenly there's nothing there. I don't know what to make of this thing. The smell is better than the taste. I mean, the smell is richer than the taste. Maybe a little bit of Reese's Pieces, but the taste is okay. It's when you start having trouble with the S's, when you have trouble with the pronouncing the S, then you know there's a problem. You know, this is really difficult to evaluate. I really like the smell, though. It's so interesting. The taste is rather flat, however, which certainly detracts from the overall beer flavor and the presentation. So, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to give this a C+. It's average, it's high average. The taste is very dull and flat. The aroma is pleasing. But when you're expecting an IPA, you're not expecting something odd like this. So, might be an old bottle. It does smell a little turned. I can't recommend this. It's just watery and blah. If you want to drink something like this, it does have a little bit of a grapefruit juice flavor, though. Maybe it's too cold. I didn't have it in the freezer, though. Oh boy. Alright, okay, I'm trying to be coherent. If you're going to get something that has this kind of taste profile, just get Hurricane High Gravity. You'll get more alcohol and it'll be way cheaper. And the taste will actually be richer. So this is something I bought in Beaumont, Texas, because I've never seen it anywhere else that I've ever been. But this has a much richer, full flavor taste than this, although the aroma is not up to this standard. So, you know, buy Hurricane High Gravity. Hurricane HGH100 High Gravity. And I can't recommend this unless somebody gives it to you. It's worth drinking in that case. But anyway, laissez le bon temps rouler. Don't buy this. Let the good times roll. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to a parade tomorrow, and The sun's coming out, and y'all come on down to Louisiana and go to a carnival parade.